going on, Cancer? Welcome back to the channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazzy, your favorite Cali reader. This is going to be your new moon reading. We're going to find out what this new moon is helping you release in order to birth. Basically, what this new moon is helping you get rid of in order to make room for. Okay, so remember these messages are general in nature, meaning they're not going to apply to all of you, nor are they meant to. However, this is an opportunity for you to exercise and increase your intuitive muscle, use your own levels of discernment to decide and determine which messages are yours and which are for someone else. Okay, so just letting y'all know. So get into this for Cancers. We're going to catch a theme here to start the reading, basically get kind of like a baseline for what this new moon is helping you guys release in order to bring in. And the reason being, this topic was channeled was because this, if you follow Western astrology, this new moon is happening in the sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio is the sign of death, rebirth, things like that. So that's where that came from. Interesting. So I feel like there may be some things with these two decks that are at the bottom reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Scorpio and then Mercury retrograde. What that's giving me is there may be things for you, Cancer, at this time that may be coming up for you to look at, for you to reevaluate, for you to make peace with for some of you. Okay, so I said it's not going to apply to all of you, but I definitely feel like if there are things that are coming up, or maybe whether it's connections, people, energies, memories, whatever it might be that are coming up for you. Some of you, it's coming up because it's something that maybe you just kind of repressed, pushed down, didn't really address. And I feel like it's asking for it to be acknowledged. Okay. So, all right. Got all your oracles out. I turned them all face down, so that way it's going to be a surprise for all of us. But yeah. So I'm going to get into the first part of the message with the oracle cards, and then we'll clarify, you know, kind of like dive in a little bit deeper with the tarot here. So for those of you that are interested in booking a private consultation, checking out your other elements playlist, donating to the channel, checking out my Etsy wishlist, all the info, as always, can be found in the description box of all of my videos below. So let's see, for Cancer. Oh, yeah, some of y'all are definitely closing cycles, or cycles that you're realizing at this time are not maybe completely closed. Maybe thought you closed it. There's maybe a little bit more work to still be done. That could be why something's coming back up. That's typically what Mercury retrogrades represent here. Okay. Some of you are moving and maybe you haven't told anyone, and that could be something else that's coming up that some of you are needing to reveal. Kind of like not waiting till the last minute to spray it on someone that, you know, you're moving or you're leaving, you know, whatever, however that applies. I feel like it just may not have the best consequence or result by doing that. Okay, it's not you know, free will. You could do whatever you want, but just for whatever this I feel like is applying for some of you, or if it's like, you know, giving your jobs a 2-week notice. Like, obviously, no, you don't have to. You could just leave. But I feel like for some of you, depending on whatever your situation is in particular, I feel like it's for someone very specific that it's advised to not do that. Okay, to not go about it in that way, at least not this time. So, all right, so let's get into this. So we have first quarter moon in Cancer that you've shown up strong in your own reading. Push through any insecurity. Okay. So let me get all the cards flipped over first, and then we'll talk about them. So we have air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. One of those signs may be of significance to some of you, okay? Or some of you are just like really heavy in your thoughts at this time, okay? Maybe that could be what this push through any insecurity. That could be, you know, kind of like your thoughts, your own mind, so to speak, playing tricks on you, okay? All that glitters, exactly. That's that trickery type of energy, okay? I feel like this is also being mindful, okay? That maybe some of you maybe find yourself, you know, wanting to do things or kind of like immersing yourself in certain experiences. And I feel like it's really kind of like an opportunity for you to really identify why do I want to be a part of this so much? Or why do I want to do this thing so bad? Would it, you know, kind of like really digging deep into the root of, you know, the real reason behind why you're doing something, why you're participating in something, why you're staying in a relationship or staying at a job you don't like, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever that thing is for you, making sure that you're really being honest with yourself, right? Because the swords, you know, the air sign here, the swords also represent truth. It represents, you know, clarity, thoughts, our communication, expression. So I feel like some of you, this is like an opportunity, you know, this is like, you know, this new moon that's coming in is basically clearing out the things in your life or in your experience that aren't aligned with your truth, that are not aligned, or at least if it's not clearing it, it's bringing it to the surface to have you do it. For some of you, you know, certain things, yeah, the divine is going to intervene on, but other things is meant for your soul to take care of on its own. So I feel like some of you Cancers, that could be, you know, things that you're maybe being guided to take care of, has to do with things that you're insecure about. Whether this has to do with, you know, your looks, your thoughts, maybe the way you think. Some of you, you know, maybe have kind of like a hard time kind of like relating to other people out of fear of judgment of what, you know, your thought process or how you think. You know, just know that as you continue to push through the insecurities and allow yourself to really step into your authentic self, right? By revealing what needs to be seen. And look, work through your feelings, okay? Is at the bottom, is underneath that one. So two cards still you know, talking about pretty much the same thing. Work through your feelings, push through any insecurity. So I feel like, you know, it's like as you continue to step into your authenticity, the things that you know, you're learning to not let certain things get to you anymore. It's not, you know, it's like it's not hitting the same, right? It's like things that have been disappointing, it's time to let them go, okay? Some of you maybe kind of like, you know, crying over spilled milk, you know, like sweating the small stuff. Spirit is saying don't do that, okay? Some of you are letting like the very little minuscule details of certain things kind of like be like, you know, like letting one small thing ruin the whole thing. It's like, don't do that, okay? It's not worth it. I feel like, you know, it's like, and if it is that easy, then that's again an opportunity to ask yourself, well, why was I doing this in the first place? If it's that easy for me to quit, if it's that easy for me to walk away, then did I care about it that much to begin with, right? So this is an opportunity for you guys to, you know, identify that energy for yourself at this time. So, so let's see, that's the releasing portion. This new moon is helping you guys release things that make you feel insecure, things that aren't really what it seems like anyway. Some of you are like sweating the shit that really doesn't even matter, okay? And I feel like this, you know, new moon is making that more prevalent to you. So, you know, like you can't deny it. You can't, you know, run from it anymore. It makes it clear as day, so that way you know exactly what the fuck you're dealing with, and then you can actually, you know, do what you need to do to clear it out, okay? So what is this new moon bringing towards Cancer? What is this new moon bringing towards Cancer? Beautiful. So we have the Seven of Staffs, Justice, and the Emperor, okay? Interesting. Let's go with the outcome. Some of you, this is like, believe it or not, something is happening because it's supposed to. Something is playing out the way it is because it's like maybe a karmic debt some of you owed in a previous lifetime. Ending here with the Three of Swords. Oh, shit. Three of Swords. That's the outcome here with the Eight of Cups. Some of you are definitely walking away from something. Some of you have been maybe like in something that you're not happy with, okay? And you're realizing that this person was just there to teach you lessons. And I feel like once you guys have come to that conclusion, or some of you are, even though it may definitely be painful or, you know, hurt yourself or someone else to walk away from this, or, you know, to walk away from whatever this is, or detach yourself. Oh my God, my bad, you guys. Although it may be difficult for you to detach, or for you to really, I feel like, stand your ground with someone, okay? I feel like it may be intimidating for some of you to like make a certain decision, or to end a connection, if that's what this is, break up with someone for some of you. But I feel like it's necessary. This is part of the lesson for some of you. This is part of the karma, part of, you know, kind of like the result of maybe what you've been asking for. Some of you don't realize that certain things are coming up for you to release, for you to end, for you to take care of, for you to start, finish, whatever. And it's all in correspondence to certain things that you've been asking for. It's showing up. The spirit is bringing it to you in different ways by way of ending a certain connection in order to make room for a new one, a more aligned one. So it's like you have to, remember that when we ask for certain things, it does come with certain sacrifices, and we don't always know in advance what that sacrifice is going to be. A lot of times we don't. We think like, oh, okay, that's just a sacrifice of a little bit more of my time or this and that, but then not realizing underneath that, yeah, it does, it does require some of your time sacrifice, and it also does require your sleep sacrifice, but then it also requires, the time you have with your kids, time you have with your spouse, time you have with your family, right? Certain other sacrifices that we don't always consider. So for some of you, I feel like, whatever this is, some of you are kind of like seeing something for what it is. It's helping you come into this, realization that, this person was only in my life to teach me something. They weren't my end all be all. They're not who I thought they were. And some of you, this person maybe kind of like, maybe just was in your experience to show you maybe where you were, not trusting in yourself, not believing in yourself, things you were insecure about, really helping you get to the root of where it all started in the first place. For some of you, that is what somebody was like intentionally came into your experience to do, was to trigger, the healing that needed to still be done. And for some of you, that's exactly what's happening here. And so although it may be uncomfortable, that is essentially though what the Mercury retrograde energy is all about, as well as this reveal what needs to be seen. So this is, it's like in a sense, although it sucks, it's kind of like at the same time, this person's doing you a favor. Okay, wherever the situation is, it's helping you realize how strong you are. It's helping you push through and make decisions that maybe you wouldn't have made otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all, at the end of the day, it's benefiting you. It's essentially putting you back in your power. Okay, even though, like I said, it may be painful, it may suck in the moment. At the end of the day, it's going to make you happier. It's going to, bring you towards into union with someone that you can actually build with, someone that actually cares about you, that actually loves you, that actually has the love to pour into you because they have it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't give what you don't have. You can't pour from empty cups. So some of you needed to walk away from this, right, in order to walk into with someone that you can build with, someone who has the love to give, to pour into your cup, to share when you don't have it for yourself, right? Not saying that's always, but I feel like this person is definitely here to help you heal, definitely here to like ease your mind. I'm hearing for some of you. So it feels like this is like you guys are being released from something that wasn't real to begin with, okay, in order to step into something that you can really grow from, that you can really grow with, okay, a person you can really grow with. So that's beautiful. All right, let's clarify the Seven of Staffs. Spirit, why is it here for Cancer? Lord. Oh, look at you showing up in your own reading, okay? Chariot and the Lover. So there's two major arcanas, okay? So 4 major arcanas right now out of 5 cards. 4 majors. So this is a very powerful time for you, Cancer, okay? And you're showing up, like I said, here in your own reading. So this is, again, about, persevering, protecting your energy, standing your ground in what you know you need to do, okay? This is about being in alignment with your choices, okay? Choosing love, choosing what's at the end of the day, what is most harmony with your highest good, your highest path, wherever your mission or your path is taking you right now, okay? So, and this is doing, essentially with this justice, it's like, this is fair, doing what's best for all involved, okay? Some of you may be feeling, like I said, kind of like doubting yourself or questioning yourself, questioning what you feel in your gut you need to do. I feel like some of you know that that something isn't all what it was cracked up to be. Maybe this is, like I said, a connection that some of you are in, that you found yourself in, thinking it was, this person was your end all be all, and finding out that, what, it's really not. And I need to get, make some kind of like basically make a decision before I regret it, before I regret staying any longer. Okay. I feel like it's kind of like some of you, before you get too deep, you know what I'm saying? That something isn't for you. Don't like wait till you get married to then be like, oh, I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of you are being guided to not wait till it's too late to get out of something that you're not happy in, or is not meant for you. Some of you, it's like you're insecure about it though. Like your insecurities from previous experiences are making you doubt and question yourself. But for some of you, this is coming up as a test to see, do you trust yourself? Are you really ready for what we're trying to bring you? Are you really ready for the next level? Some of you, like I said, that is exactly what this Mercury retrograde energy is about, because that's what Mercury retrograde does. It brings back things back around to see, have you learned a lesson, or what things do, what other adjustments do you need to make, right, in order for you to, you know, be on the path that you need to be on, or for things to kind of like go more smoothly for you, right? That's what that energy is all about. So let's clarify justice. Why is that here for Cancer? Spirit, why is justice here? When I get to channeling, I like talk so fucking fast, trying to keep up with the downloads as they come in, and it like puts me out of my, like, it makes me out of breath. Clarify justice. Spirit, why is justice here for Cancer? What is this new moon energy bringing in? For some of you, it's bringing in another Cancer. Okay, for some of you, this could be, if you're like, say, a divine feminine watching, yeah, some of you, this is bringing in someone that, you know, can give you equal reciprocity, that can put in just as much energy as you put into the connection. Okay, some of you, this is like, you know, finally having boundaries, knowing that I deserve better. And that's exactly what, for some of you, is coming towards you. Okay, someone who appreciates the fact that you know how to protect your energy. For some of you, it's like someone who appreciates the fact that you have boundaries, because that means that if that person respects themselves, that means they respect me too, or they have it to give because they know how to do it for themselves. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like when you meet the right person, Cancer, you're going to know, because they're going to respect the fact that you have boundaries. They're going to respect the fact that you know, speak your mind, that you speak your truth, that you stand up for yourself. For some of you, it's just a matter of, you know, learning that once you do that for yourself, okay, that you're going to then, it puts you in a position to attract other people who appreciate that same quality about you, that maybe for the wrong person, right, it'll throw them off. For the wrong person, it'll make them be like, why do you have boundaries? You don't trust me, blah, blah, you got trust issues. And you know what I'm saying? They make you feel guilty for it, right? But the right person is going to respect that about you. They're going to appreciate that about you. And that's you being, because you were decided to be authentically who you were meant to be. All right. So for, like I said, for some of you, Cancers, as you continue to stand 10 toes down on what you know you deserve, and, you know, pushing through any fears or insecurities about, you know, leaving behind situations that you know aren't meant for you, or that you know, what they're offering you, they really can't provide, you know, trusting that if you're being guided to walk away from them situations, that it's fair, right? It's fair, it's just. And by you choosing yourself, you're restoring karmic balance there. That means that it then puts you in a position to attract who you really deserve, which is the Emperor. Okay, your divine match, your divine counterpart for some of you. Okay, that true divine masculine. Like I said, someone who has it to give. Okay, some of you, that is exactly who you're attracting. Someone who is in alignment with, you know, your path, who is in harmony, your divine destined partner to do this mission with. Okay, that is a beautiful fucking energy. But again, if you guys aren't, you know what I'm saying, pushing through the insecurities or any doubts that may be trying to come up or creep up from the past, letting, you know, making you think that, oh, well, that's not possible, or, you know, who am I to have the partner of my dreams, or, you know, whatever those bullshit stories that try to come up and scare you into believing that you really can have this, that this is really, you know, possible for you to experience, right? So this is about, you know, believing in it anyway. Okay, knowing that it's just a matter of time before this, you know, comes into my experience. So I just need to keep fucking pushing. Okay, 18 on the timer. So yeah, it's like, you know, keep going. You guys are attracting a divine counterpart that is willing to, you know, give equally to your connection, who has it to give to you. Okay, Spirit, clarify the Emperor. Why is that here for Cancer? But like I said, you're not going to experience that until you, again, you know, sometimes, like I said, it's going to require you to break others' hearts to do what makes you happy. Okay. You know, and it's kind of like, I'd rather do that and let them be disappointed than stay somewhere and it turn into something even bigger than what it needed to be, had I just been real from the, you know, from the beginning and admitted that, like, this isn't working, right? I'm not, I'm not happy here, or I know this isn't going to go long term the way I want it to go. Let me just, you know, stop it right now while I'm ahead, right? So clarifying the Emperor, we have the 3 of Cups. Okay, so like I said, this could definitely be someone that's wanting to reconcile with you guys. Okay, that could be kind of like, for some of you, what this is about. That some of you, this could be who this person is. Okay, someone maybe has gone through some karma. If this is someone that's maybe returning, that some of you have your guard up against. Okay, this person maybe has, you know, kind of maybe gotten their ass handed to them by karma. and now they're wanting to make things right with you. Okay, that's not going to be for all of you, but that's for some of you. Okay, that this person has learned their fucking lesson, and now they're coming, you know, coming at you correctly. Okay, or at least it appears that way. Okay, for some of you, this person is wearing a mask. Okay, they're, you know, they want to seem or appear as if they have it all together, but for some of you, it's just because, like I said, they have regrets. Okay, they know that they fumbled the bag. They know that they, you know, basically made the wrong choice, made the wrong decision. And like I said, I feel like somebody has experienced, you know, some sort of karma. Okay, and due to their actions, they've experienced some type of consequence. Okay, that now makes them, you know, feel like I need to do things right. I need to come in and make this right with Cancer. Okay, so like I said, this person may be a father figure or someone you have kids with. It could be a husband, someone maybe you're separating separation from, however that, you know, applies. I mean, it could be even, you know, some of you, it could be your dad. Okay, that kind of realizes that, you know, they were wrong about you, whatever it might be. But someone is definitely, I feel like, trying to reconcile this. Someone doesn't want to, you know, someone's maybe already in regret, or they don't want to regret actually losing you for good. Okay, so all right, let's clarify the Three of Swords for the outcome here. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, someone's wanting to reconcile, and you guys are breaking this person's heart because you guys are not letting them back in. And here's why. Okay, you know your own worth, you know your value. All right, so even if this person is a, let's say, a divine counterpart, for some of you, this person is your divine counterpart, and that doesn't mean that they don't still fuck up, and that doesn't mean that just because that's my counterpart that I have to still put up with their shit. You see what I'm saying? That's for some of you. For others of you, this person that's coming back, okay, they're coming back in order to derail you or distract you from who you really have coming in. Okay, for some of you, this person is returning from your past, making you think that they are, you know, all that you need them to be. Okay, but that is the all that glitters energy here. Okay, so for some of you, like I said, you know this, and it's a matter of you trusting yourself. Okay, trusting your intuitive guidance, and, you know, really trusting that I know what I'm being told to do, and you ain't it. Right, if that's how that applies. So clarifying the Three of Swords, we have the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so like I said, this is, you know, I feel like some of you, this is exactly what this is, you know, talking about, doing what we had already discussed. Okay, sometimes, you know, doing what is best for you, following your own heart, and, you know, protecting your energy, protecting all that you've worked for up until this point. That might be painful to some people, and it's kind of like, well, tough titty said the kitty when the milk went dry, or however that fucking saying goes, right? So it's like some of you, you know, that you know, having boundaries with someone and ultimately doing what's best for you, choosing what your heart is telling you to do in a situation, you know that might be painful to some people, but for some of you, that's karma. Okay, at the end of the day, it's kind of like you had your chance. This person had their chance with you, and I feel like for some of you, they fumbled it, and that's why they're returning to try to make it, you know, seem as if they've changed and that they're ready to give you what you deserve. But I feel like they're really not. Okay, they're really not. You know that. You guys have mastered all the other queens, is why you're in your own Empress energy here. Okay, some of you know you're abundant. You know what you deserve, and that's exactly what you're coming into. A brand new opportunity, a brand new experience. For some of you, a brand new connection. Look, Ace of Cups, new love. Okay, because you have a new love for your fucking self. That's why you're attracting it. Okay, someone who is stable, secure, a provider. Okay, someone who's generous, who's grounded. Right, that's what some of you are attracting. That is what this new moon is bringing in, Cancer. Okay, it seems like a balanced, stable connection. Okay, someone who knows how to treat you because they know how to treat themselves. They value you because they know how to value themselves. They know that they can't possibly give from an empty cup. They can't give what they don't have. Okay, and this person that I feel like some of you Cancers are attracting, right, as long as you continue to believe that you're worthy and deserving of it, that is exactly what you're going to get. Okay, someone who knows how to treat you because they know how to treat themselves. All right, so that's what I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did delivering it. If you did gain anything from it, I really appreciate if you drop a thumbs up. Leave something in the comments if you like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you have not. And until next time, you guys.